Pat, I'll let you tell me how you feel after that one.
Very proud, have to be honest. Obviously a little bit gutted at the end, but I'm not too disappointed, I have to be honest. I think if you're looking at performances and the all-round togetherness of the team, work rate, everything you ask for as a manager from your players, I couldn't complain. We're disappointed we conceded a very, very late equaliser. It can be devastating at times, but I think tonight there's so many positives to take out rather than take that negative out of it, and that's what we'll try to do.
August 2008 though, that was the last time Rovers had scored at Daily Mount. How do you feel after conceding one in injury time? Must be gutting.
Yeah, we are. It's a great record in fairness. Everybody harps on about we haven't won in Tala, but nobody ever brings it up when they come here that they haven't won for a period of time, you know. So we're disappointed. Like, you know, to concede a goal so late is disappointing. But look, you know, we couldn't fault anything. You know, we get over that, and like I said to players at the end, the one thing to take out of this is that you've matched supposedly the best team in the country for long periods of the game and put it up to them.
And the list of players who played so well tonight, like, you tell me who played the best. Like, there was Price, there was Heary, there was Flood, you know, Trainer.
I think all round. I don't think, you know, without picking out fellas, I know Owen got man of the match and probably deservedly so, but I think all round the park we've got fellas who battled and did quite well on the ball for us and kept the shape of the team. We spent a fair bit of time last night working on how we were going to play to counteract Rovers, and that's the pleasing thing, that a lot of them have taken that on board and have carried it out. We've gone to Oriel and played a little bit similar, you know, so they're listening, and that's great. When you see a team carry out what you've asked them to do in a training session, well then, you know, you're going in the right direction.
What did you say to the players before the match? Were you passionate in your team talk?
Well, I think you know, because I don't want to harp on, we've loads of young fellas, but we had a fair few. We had a lot of kids on the bench tonight as well, and probably rather than get it too wound up, I was trying to maybe keep it a little bit low key until we got them back in after warm up, and then we sort of had a rattle and let them know what it was about. So I think you've seen that from them when they came out. They started the game 100 miles an hour and got after Rovers.
We had hoped to speak to the goal scorer, but he's gone off to work.
Yeah, he's gone to work. He's I don't know what he's. I don't know whether he's a lounge boy or a bar manager or what he is. He says he's running the whole place down there, but yeah, he's an infectious character. He's a great lad, and you know, the 2 games UCD last week, tonight I thought he's fantastic, and he's going to be a good player. He's going to improve and keep improving.
And how are we for injuries at the moment? Chrissy Fagan, is he anywhere near coming back?
I hope Christy be okay for next week. Probably could have pushed him tonight, but we didn't feel like if you'd have lost him again for another 4 weeks we'd be devastated. We just don't have the players to do that, so we're hopeful he'll be okay. Ollie Cattle has a chance as well for next week. Glenn Cronin is making great progress, so he's not a million miles away. He's probably still 3 or 4 weeks away, but he's making fantastic progress, which we're delighted with. Obviously Lee was back tonight. Who else are we missing? Barry is probably another 3 weeks away, Barry Murphy, so we're slowly getting it back. If we can have the 2 boys back next week, it will help us conquer Sligo.
And one name I haven't seen on the team sheet in a while is Ryan McAvoy. Is he still in your plans? Or?
He is. Ryan has played a couple of games with the reserves. Probably some of the lads at the moment have passed him out, but he's still, obviously we signed him and we have him here, and you know, have Ryan since he was 17, 18 years of age. I think he just needs a little bit of time. There's probably a lot expected of him very early on, and that probably just hasn't happened for him, but we'll keep working on him and see if we can get him into the team at some stage.
A 1-1 draw tonight, probably not what we deserved, was it?
No, I think when you're 1-0 up with a minute or 2 to go, you expect to hold it out. But you know, we conceded from the corner, which is disappointing because defensively we've been good, like, you know, throughout the game and throughout the season. We haven't conceded many offset pieces, but tonight, you know, we conceded one. Just before the lead up to the corner, you know, Lee gets it down the line. But I mean, he's a young lad, and he'll learn. You know, he's disappointed over it, but you know, we're not going to criticise him for the fact, because these young lads are learning. That's no better learning curve there than what he did tonight.
Well, individual performances tonight were excellent, like from Flood through to, you know, Price and yourself at the back, like picking up on the match.
That's the same. You know, Paz has done well to get a team together in the first place, but he's put a blend of youth and experience. And the one thing that we will do is work hard for each other. You know, people criticise against Pats that we didn't play well, but you know, we 3 fellas off injured in the first half, and then we played the game with practically, you know, 9 men because the goalkeeper was injured and Booker, who come on, was injured. So we dug in there and got a point out of it. Tonight we worked hard, didn't really create much, but once we got the goal we had something to hang on to, and it's just unfortunate that we conceded late in the game.
Things have changed completely around here this season, because we went to speak to the goal scorer tonight, but he had to go off and go to work.
Yeah, he's in there having a shower, putting on his slacks and a shirt. He's off down the windjammer to collect glasses. But that's what I was saying about you know, these kids coming in. He's you know, he's kind of he scored the goal. He's delighted with that, and he's off down to the pub as a lounge boy to collect glasses. So it shows you what the kids that are coming through, and we have to deal with them. And you know, this is a great game for them. You can see how well Bucket Dunton, he was excellent. You know, trainer was excellent. As I said, throughout the park, everyone stood up. You know, when they put on that jersey, you see it counted for them, and that's one thing throughout the team that you'll have this season is that fellas put on the jersey and want to play. So, you know, we're quite happy with it. You know, disappointed not to get a 3, but happy enough to get a point maybe in the end.
Well, it's probably tough to talk about this now, but you have 3 jobs in the club this season: A-team manager, club promotions officer, and player. Like, how are they going? Yeah,
grand. I mean, the A-team manager, we haven't. We played 2 games, but we've lost the 2. But yeah, goal. But in saying that, you know, the young lads are playing first team football, so we've only got 11, 12 for the reserve team, but we can't sign any more to July. But come July, we have a few young lads that we'll have signed in the books, and you know, they're the next batch of young lads that come through, and possibly, you know, come the end of the season, 1 or 2 of them might get into the first team. But that's the goal, you know. I mean, last year's reserve team, half of them are playing tonight, so hopefully, you know, this year's reserve team, half of them will progress through as well. But for the CPO job, it's grand, you know. We're getting in contact with a lot of clubs, getting tickets out to them and things like that for the kids to go free. We have a card that we're sending to the soccer clubs where 3 kids go free, and with a paying adult, and they hold on to these cards, and every time they scan in they get points on it, and at the end of the year, myself and a few of the lads and the manager will go out and throw a training session on, or something, whatever they want to do, whether it's present trophies or that. And so there's an incentive there for them to come down, and you know, we're in contact with the schools as well, and it's going well at the moment.
And have you got any other major ambitions around the CPO job? You spoke recently about getting a bit more involved with politicians in the area, for example.
Well, I've been up with Sinn Féin Mary Lou, and what we're hoping to do is get FÁS on board and try start up, you know, for people that are unemployed, that we can have a coffee morning down here, and when you come in we can get someone from FÁS to come down and teach them how to put a CV together, how to use computers, or whether they want to learn Irish or a skill, you know, and that's the aim, you know, because there's a lot of people unemployed around the area that want to get out and do something, and you know, if we can possibly put something on for them as a club, you know, that'd be we'd be happy with that, you know. And on the coaching side, I've done my A licence, I started it there last week. And we were talking about Rovers all week, but the only thing we didn't talk about was the set pieces, and that's the one that came back to haunt me. So I'll be on with Tony Mannion now this week and be giving out to him about that one.
All right, thanks so much.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, boys.